Hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and this is How. Daily, I bring you a different people engagement tool, a different project engagement tool. And this one is a special request. My friend Linda said she'd love me to do it as a live stream for all of you. It's called the WorriBox. So let's go onto Cube and let's see what we can find there. And once we're there, we'll get on with it. So, of course, we're on Cube. And as you know, the sun is always shining on Cube. So let's go and have a look and see what we can find. So I'm going down to the team room, and because this is a special request, I put some pictures here of the mouse DJ. So I could be that, or I could be the monkey DJ or the old man DJ. I'm just the DJ. I'm just playing requests. So what's a WorriBox? I don't know about you, but I know that sometimes I get a little worm in my head, which is a worry worm. It just things you're worrying about, you can't quite work them out. How's my job? Am I going to be able to pay my mortgage? What's all this stuff on the news about people having to look for, the government spending all the money? So there are tons of worries. Everyone around us has worries all the time. And it pushes up the stress levels, it pushes up the cortisol. I don't know, have you had that? Do you have any worries? Okay, so now we're going to figure out how to stop having worries, and the worries making you debilitated so you can't do anything. So has it always been this way? My guess is it hasn't always been this way, because once upon a time, the things we did were with the rhythms of life and the seasons and the universe. So imagine you're a farmer and you're these people are harvesting crops, okay? So you're harvesting crops. What's your worry days before? Will the sun come out and dry it? That's what you worry about when you're about to harvest the crops. When you're planting the crops, you don't worry whether the sun will come out. You worry whether the rain's going to fall. So traditionally, in human life, every single worry had its own place, and it was set in an amount of time. You didn't worry all year about the sun, just around the harvest time. And so that meant, as human beings, we could cope with it. And also, there were only worries which are local to you. There were things about what you were trying to do. Here's the bad news. We now live in a global new world. Okay, what does that mean? It means that the whole world brings us its issues. And it's worse than that. Since the 90s, something called the mainstream media, they've had no business, because if you want the news, you can get it. So around the 90s, they had to change their business model from bringing you factual news to keeping your attention and telling you exciting things, or bringing you exciting things so that they could sell adverts, or so that they could get money from people to write nice articles about them. So the media model broke. So all around you, you have hundreds of people trying to tell you stories which are emotionally engaging and remarkable. Basically, you want to remark on them. You can't help but tell everyone else. So not only do you have your own problems, like in your family or your job, but the whole world is spending billions to bring you all the problems. Many of them are not even real. So now you understand why you feel stressed and disoriented. And the problem with worry is it has no timeline, because it's not attached to anything. So you can go to sleep worrying, and then you can wake up worrying, then you can worry all day. There's no limit. So the pet which I came up with once I started looking at what the challenges were is something called a WorriBox. You're good? Okay. In the same way as the farmers would only worry about the sunshine at harvest time and the rain when they're planting their crops, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take each worry and we're going to put it in a time box. And once you put it in the time box, you stick to it. So here's how you do it, and your life will never be the same ever again. It's going to be brilliant. Step one, grab your diary, okay? Do it now. Grab your diary. Find a box. If you can't find a box, I've got a little drawing of a box here. Get a box, because it's quite useful to have something physical, because then you can return to it, okay? Then you can go, I will go and get my WorriBox, as opposed to carrying it in your head. You can put it outside your body. Get a pad of sticky notes, or just a piece of paper for this one, because you weren't ready. Now, take one of the worries which is running around in your head and give it a title. So mine is, I bought myself a chainsaw, okay? And I've never fitted a chainsaw completely new. So I've called it chainsaw settings, okay? So that's what I've done. I've called it chainsaw settings. And then the description I've got is, I may get the tightness of the chainsaw wrong. If it's too loose, it'll come off and chop my head off. And if it's too tight, it'll get too hot and then it'll break. So I'm sort of worried about disastrous effects, okay? You can see chopping your head off is a problem. And then what I've said is, okay, what sort of worry is it? Really, that's like a 15-minute worry, okay? And so I'll worry about it. And here's the important thing. I'm going to worry about it on Saturday at 3 o'clock. That's the time I'm giving to it. I then take that, I've scheduled it, I put it in my time box, and then when I look at the time box at the end of the day or whatever it is, I know I don't have to worry about it until Saturday. If it comes into my head, I go, no, Saturday, 3 o'clock, that's when I'll worry about it. Now, you know what will happen at Saturday at 3 o'clock? I won't worry about it. Because once you've turned the worry box into really like a scope objective problem to solve, when you take the sticky out, instead of worrying, you'll start innovating, you'll start creating, you'll start planning, you'll start talking to people. And I'll bet by about 3:10 in the afternoon, I'd have worked out who I could talk to about chainsaws. I'd have thought out, maybe phoned them to persuade them to come around and give me a hand. I'd have watched 3 YouTube videos, and my worries will be gone, my cortisol will be gone, and my life will be wonderful. So Linda, that one's for you. I hope you enjoyed it. So worry is now a thing of the past. Now we can go on and change the world. Good luck, have a fantastic time, and get rid of all your worries.